Welcome back, guys. So we're going to go on the English shirt. So let me just take this down. Getting the hoodie, and I'll just take this down also. So let's just more or less like work on just the English shirt itself. So I'm going to just isolate this. Okay. So looking at this now, I think there's something I need to adjust in here. So with the move brush, I'll take down the draw size, and I'll just pretty much try to make this match. Okay. So if we need I think we need a few millions. If we need a few more polygons on this in millions, so we can actually sculpt more details on top of this. So let's just crank up the subdivision level. So before I do that, let me just take this down to the lowest and then do a quick save. Okay. Let's see. Let's get this. Let's add one more subdivision level to this. So we're around 9 million, which I believe should be fine for adding some nice detail in here. Yeah, I believe that should be fine. But there's something I need to, that I feel I should kind of add in here. You can see this extra layer of fabric on top of this on the right side. So I would like to do that first before adding any other thing. And I think this is going to be like our main reference for this. At least for the folds, for most of the folds we have in here. This is actually a good reference that we can use, even for the arm also. It's a good reference we can use. For the back, let's see if we have any reference image for the back. Not so much going on the back though. Yeah, this is more or less like the overall outlook of our character, except for the hoodie that's kind of sleeveless. So maybe I might even use this same coloring for the textures, or maybe even this, but we'll see. So let's just try and fix this in. Let's try and get this to work. So I'm going to create a new layer for this. I'm going to start by creating a new layer. What should I name this? Let me just name this button or right button flap. Okay. So what I'm going to do is to kind of isolate, get this in front, and get this like so. Then I'm going to kind of max out, more or less like max out where I want to kind of add that this extra flap in here. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do that. So I think I'm going to using the normal regular pen. Yes, max pen. After that, using a smaller brush just to mark out the edge of it. So the edge should be somewhere around here. Maybe too wide. Okay, something like so. No, no, I don't think there's a way to. I don't think there's a way to use the lazy. Is there a way to use the lazy mouse in here? Intensity. Let me crank up the intensity for this and see if there's a way to use the lazy mouse. Yeah, we can definitely use the lazy mouse. Which should give us a bit more accuracy to this. Alright, that's fine. I might need to do this also for the back parts. Though the back part won't be too much of a big deal because we're not going to be seeing it that much. So but we can just try and make it look at least perfect to some extent. Alright, I think this looks just fine. So I'm going to go out of the lazy mouse, kind of flood fill all these parts in here. But respecting that borderline, respecting the border we just created, making sure we're respecting that border. So I'm going to try to be more careful in here. Went overboard again. Okay. Hopefully this works as I intend it to. If not, then I'm just going to skip it. But I believe it should work at least just to create an illusion of something being there. Even though it's not a completely separate piece from this. Though we can actually make this a separate piece though if you want to. We're almost done, at least for the front side. Okay. Let's just tighten up some loose ends and make it a bit darker. No, I think I did it too much in there. No? Okay. I just want to get something very clean. Okay. Oh, it's also affecting the back, which is fine, I guess. But all these edges are not really going to be that important. Okay, this is precisely what I want. So I'm going to invert the selection now. And the first thing I need to do is to inflate this first. So I'm going to use the inflate brush. Yes, I'm going to use the inflate brush. BIN. It's a pretty large brush size. So I just tapped on it. Let's see what that gave us. Let me undo. I need to do one more thing first. I need to sharpen the edges. So holding Control Alt on the edge, then kind of get this edge to feel more sharper. Then with the inflate brush, I can just inflate this out. Maybe that was too much. Then I need to kind of smooth out the edges. So I'm going to use the deformation and kind of use a polish. Maybe that's way too much. Let's try this polish by group. Let's try polish by features. I'm not completely satisfied with the edges here, so I might just do a smooth in there also. And I'm going to use the move brush. It's a very wide intensity, or wide brush size rather, and push this out. Let's see. No, that's way too much. This is not what I want. So I need to max out the other end. Basically, what I'm trying to do is to, let me see if I can find a good angle for this. Like do something like this, like push this out, like so. So I'll need to max out the other edge, the other side. So I'll just probably just do something like so. Let me just think. No, that's way too much. Just on the edge. No, that might give us issue around here. So I think I need to just do this by hand gently with the move brush. I'll just extend this out all the way down. Okay, let's see how that turned out. Okay, I think we can definitely live with this. Maybe I should push it. Maybe I should push it down a bit more. So I'm going to use the same inflate, but this time around holding Alt. Just push it back into the fabric. Maybe that's way too much. Let's see. Let's bring everything back. So it doesn't look half bad except for the jagged edge we are having, which I might need to, let's see if I can smoothen that out. This is poly by features for that. Let me just turn off this dot and then try that again. Yeah, it's definitely smoother now. I think this should be fine. It should be fine. With the move brush, I can raise this slightly higher. Okay. Yeah, this should be just fine. So now that we have that out of the way, I think we can, yeah, I think we can carry on now. Okay, yeah, can definitely carry on with some of the other details in there. So like, just like we did for the other part, we're going to kind of create some kind of extra, what do I call this, like just the same way we use the them standard brush kind of create for the hoodie. I want to do something similar in here also. So I'm going to be using the standard brush to kind of do that, but I'm going to do that on a separate layer. Do that on a separate layer. Let me create a new layer for this. Let me just name this edge, probably edge pad. Okay. So obviously I'm going to be separating this one by one and then doing this, so it's much easier for me to concentrate on one particular aspect and just get it done. So this standard brush, probably in lower subdivision level for this, maybe subdivision level 4, I guess. Okay, from a distance you can actually see that in there. Alright, let's go to a higher subdivision level and let's see how that blends in on a higher subdivision level. Not bad. Maybe we'll just do this on this subdivision level instead. Okay. Maybe make it slightly intense, so I'm going to increase the intensity of this. I don't want it to be too sharp on the edge, so I'm going to, let's see, so I'm trying to do this as carefully as I can, so it kind of looks and feel right. Increase the size of the brush. Okay. Doesn't need to be too visible at the inner. Okay, maybe. Let me just get this in the inner part also, just to keep things consistent all around. No, should be very close to the edge, but not really affecting the edge that much. Okay. No, that's with intense. Let me take. No, I'm thinking of moving the alpha in there. Now I think the alpha gave us a better result. So just from a distance, you can kind of see like another extra layer of depth information in there, which is kind of cool. So move to the next one. I'll put him on the doing. Maybe I should just stop the video here and then just go around and do this for everything. So because you guys already understand the process, obviously you guys already understand the process. It's just to, you can see a clear example in here. It's a clear example in here. So let me show you guys another obvious example. See this model from 3D Scan Store would give us a clearer idea. Let's see. It's not very, yes, you can see something for the edge. You can see something, some kind of thickness around this edge. It's not very obvious, but it's definitely there. That is pretty much what I can see this also around here too. Not very obvious, but very much there. Even some of this seam has some kind of wrinkle detail on it, so We're going to be doing that also. I think I have a same brush that has that wrinkle detail around it, so we're definitely going to be using that kind of carve out some seam lines around here. This will give us this is a good example of what I'm trying to recreate. Okay, so let me just go around and do this all around, and then I'll be back. Okay, you know what? I'm guessing let me just record the entire process instead. So let me just record the entire process instead. So uh okay, so I'm going to just do. Let me just see if I can. Let's do this half now instead. So I think this should be fine where the way it is. That should be fine the way it is. So let's go in here. No, I need to do this with a bit more precision to it. No, no, that just looks weird. That looks a bit too intense. Okay, can work with this. Okay, let's kind of try. I want to try another alpha for this. Let's try another alpha for this. Yeah, this alpha even gives us a much better result because it's gonna give us a more sharper edge to it. Yeah, I think this alpha should be fine. Okay, what I'm trying to do is that I want it to be there, but I don't want it to be obviously there, like too obvious to see. Should just be like more or less like almost like an invisible pass of detail on top of it. Okay, for the lower part, yeah, let's just get something in there too. Okay, so you can see now from a distance, it actually gives it a more appealing look on the edges. More or less like another extra layer of detail on top of that, which is fine. And that's exactly what we want. So let's do the arm. Obviously there's a seam in here. So let's just go and get a bit close up on this. Okay. Do the same for the other side. Okay, now let's go around it. Okay, almost done. Yeah, I think we're done. Something like this. Yeah, this looks fine. I'm doing this for this part because this part is going to be covered by the folded sleeve. Okay, yes, the pockets. You can even hold Alt and then just do the inverse of that instead. But I don't want to do that. I'm gonna do on top of it instead. Okay. Maybe this is way too much. Take down the size of the brush. Just do something a bit more thin around there. Alright, that seems fine. I don't, okay, yes. I'll just do this around here. We might need a much wider brush size for this. Okay. We might need to be more precise. This camera angle is just messing with me, honestly. Okay. Yeah, something like this should be fine. Alright. Oh, we even missed one. We even missed this part. Did we? Yeah, we did now. We actually captured. Yeah, we did. We actually captured. But not too obvious. Let me just see if I can just do another additional pass on top of it just to make it pop a bit more. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done with this right side. I don't think I don't think we need anything in here. Okay, yeah, we need something in here definitely. So let's just isolate this. Now I'm seeing that we will need to I will need to bring this closer. So I'm going to use the move topological brush for this and just bring this to a bit closer. Something like that should be fine. Yeah, now for the other side. Yeah, let's do for the other side before we now do the back. I've not even started adding some sculpted details on the English here, but that's fine. I can always do that after this. Since we already have everything in a separate layer, so it's completely fine. So let me do this for this piece also. Since for this particular one I don't have any flaps in here, so I'm just going to just do this on the edge. So I'm on the move topological brush. I need to change that and use the standard brush instead. I should probably even use the lazy mouse to be more precise with this. Okay, so something like this should be fine. Okay. Shading view from this angle is not very clear to see, but at least I know where I'm drawing the stroke, so I should be safe. Okay, I need to redo that. Let's redo that again. Okay, something like this looks fine. See from a distance now, you can see the fall off around there. It's fine, precisely what we need. Though most of this is going to be lost when we kind of apply some textures to this, but it helps to kind of have them in there regardless. Okay, so let me just keep moving this all the way up. We also have another extra pocket in here too that we need to fix, but let's just get this out first, then we'll fix that. Let's see a bit more work we need to do. We need to do on this before we can move on to the trousers. It's just this part, just this shirt that does not have so much fold and wrinkle detail from our simulation, so we might be going heavy-handed by sculpting in those fold and wrinkle detail by hand. Okay, I think I went off. No, I need to do that again. It needs to be quite close to the edge. No, no. Okay, almost there with this. I think just this top part that is remaining, and then you can move to the pocket for this. Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Then we can do for the pockets. Okay. So this should be fine. I think we can actually do this in one ish. I missed it. Spoke too soon. Okay. Yes. This looks right, just about there. Okay. Then for this now. Okay. Now for the other side. Then we can just go around it now. Almost there. Let me do that. Then we do that again. Okay, that seems fine. So we need to use the move topological brush and kind of push this closer to themselves. Let's just use the move topological brush and get this closer. Something like this should be fine. Then back to the standard brush, then we can just add that detailing here on this side and on the other side. I think we can work on the back now. So this is the final piece, at least for the back. This is for this extra detail we're adding. So let's just get this done as quickly as possible. I'm going to start from this side. Unfortunately, I can't use symmetry because this is not perfectly symmetrical. That would have saved us a lot of time, but what can we do? Let's just get this done in an asymmetrical fashion. It's a lot of time though, but at least we are spending more time to kind of give this some necessary detail that will make our model have a more impressive result. I don't know if this is too, okay, no, that seems fine, that's fine. I'm guessing the size that I used for this was way too much, but this is completely fine. Okay. It's much easier to go in this direction than in the other direction. So let me just do this, moving from this direction instead. Okay. So we're almost done with this. Yes, I think that should be fine. I think we're basically done with all of that now. So now we can just go back and create a new layer and then start adding some detail. But I don't use this reference as a main reference point for sculpting details. I would like to use something, probably use this one. As much as I want to have detail in there, I don't want the detail to be too much. You can see how most of the detail in here are more or less like slanted out, not too aggressive. So I might just alternate between using this reference for the sculpted detail and then this reference also. This particular one I'll definitely use this for the arm parts, for the sleeves, and some of this around here. So let's just do that. Let's just do that. So I will need to create a different layer for this. So let me go to the highest subdivision level first. I can see detail in here is not very obvious. It's not very obvious. Let me just kind of go over it one more time, just to make it slightly more obvious to see. Okay. Don't go crazy on the details, so I might just leave this as it is. So I'm going to create a new layer. This particular layer is supposed to be like on top of this. Let me just shoot this up. Okay. Then I'll rename this to base detail. Okay, let me be more precise. Base fold details. Okay. So I'm going to go to a lower subdivision level for this. Definitely not the lowest. Maybe somewhere around, let's see, somewhere around subdivision level 2 for this. Then with the standard brush, I would need to change the alpha. Let's use this alpha 01 for this. Then we already have like a guideline of some full details in there. So let's just kind of accentuate that a bit more. My layer is not recording, so let's just go to the highest subdivision level. Make sure we're recording that layer. The layer has been recorded now, so I can go back to the subdivision level 2 for this. Probably a bit more intensity to this. Holding Alt and then just more or less like digging in and then pushing out. And smooth this out. Okay. So I'm using a larger brush size, kind of get more depth in there. Now just smooth this out. Just trying to break up the surface even more. Okay. Okay. I think it's coming out quite nicely. I'm basically adding and then smoothing that out just to make that blend back in. Okay. Alright, that seems fine. So now for the back, a much higher brush size. Just smooth out the edges out even more. Okay. I'm just kind of respecting the existing full detail in there, and then just working on top of it. I think I may have oversmoothed this part. Let me use the move topological brush and then push most of this back in place. Let's check for the other side. Okay, I think that should be fine. Let's go to a higher subdivision level for this. And let's see what we have created. So yeah, this looks fine. Yeah, this definitely looks fine. This will definitely work. Maybe we missed a detail in here. Let's see if I can. Wait, that is much easier. It's much harder to kind of smooth things out on a higher subdivision level. That's why it's much easier to. It's better to kind of do this on a lower subdivision level. So you have more control over it, more or less. That looks messed up. Let me bring this back all the way to here, like so. Yeah, all the way here should be fine. Okay. I think now for the sleeves. I think now we can work on the sleeves. This might take, no, this might take a bit of time though.